never buy these 5 types of houses in Strathmore, Alberta. Are you thinking about buying a home in Strathmore, Alberta? Maybe you're moving out of Calgary for a quieter pace or simply looking for a more affordable living with a hometown community feel. Either way, it's an exciting step, but before you sign on that dotted line, you'll want to be aware of some of the unique factors that can make or break your investment in this town. Now you'll hear a lot of advice when it comes to real estate. Friends warning you about bad neighborhoods, families insisting you avoid older homes, or even agents giving you quick red flag tips. But here's the reality. There's no such thing as a perfect property free of risk. What matters most is knowing which risks apply here in Strathmore and how to manage them smartly. So let's walk through the 5 big categories of homes you should avoid or at least think twice about when buying in Strathmore. Number 1. Homes too close to major infrastructure or development. Strathmore is a town that's growing. With convenient access to Highway Number 1 and steady population increases, the town is investing in expansion, new roads, utility lines, even potential commercial developments. Now there's a balance here. Being near upgraded infrastructure like a new interchange can definitely hold or even boast the value of your home. But if your backyard butts against a busy highway, railway, or worse, a long-term construction zone, you might be dealing with years of dust, noise, and disrupted traffic patterns. For example, there are areas where Strathmore has intentionally designated land for future development. That might mean an open field behind your future home today could be turned into a commercial strip mall. If peace and privacy matters to you, that change won't feel like a win. How to protect yourself? Always check the town's development maps. Strathmore publishes up-to-date or affordable living initiatives, land rezoning, and large projects. Spending a little time digging into those plans can save you regret down the road. Number 2. Zoning changes and high-density new builds. Strathmore, like many Alberta communities, is updating its zoning bylaws to allow more affordable options. That means duplexes, fourplexes, and even secondary suites are more common in areas that used to be reserved for single-family homes. Now, there's nothing wrong with the growth or density. In fact, it brings more amenities and strong community ties. But if you were envisioning a long-term quiet street of only single-family houses, you need to pay attention to what's approved nearby. A row of new townhouses complexes next door could change traffic, parking, and your sense of privacy. What to do today? Talk with Strathmore Planning Office or check their active development permits. It's better to learn upfront if the quiet cul-de-sac might soon have a high-density build just a few doors down. Number 3. Severe weather and hail risks. Anyone living in southern Alberta knows that our weather can turn fast. Strathmore is no exception. Hailstorms, heavy winds, and even wildfires, smoke are part of the life out here. Many homes have dealt with storm damage over the years. Siding, roofing, and windows can all take a beating. Here's the key: not to allow materials hold you back the same. Vinyl siding, basic asphalt shingles do not do well in hail country. If the home you're considering has these, be prepared for potential replacement or higher insurance costs. On the flip side, brick exteriors, fiber cement siding, and impact-rated shingles go a long way in protecting your investment. Pro tip: always get a home inspector familiar with hail damage and review the insurance claim history on the property. Older homes with plumbing issues. Strathmore has a mix of new builds and older houses. If you're considering homes built in the late 80s or 90s, you want to keep an eye out on Poly B plumbing. These gray plastic pipes were widely used back when they were notorious for leaking. Even if the system hasn't failed yet, Many insurance companies either refuse coverage or demand a higher premium unless the entire system is replaced. That can be a huge unexpected cost if you only find out after you offered is accepted. What to do? Before removing conditions, talk to your insurer over coverage requirements and get a quote for repiping if necessary. A poly B system doesn't have to be deal breaker, but you'll want to budget for potential upgrades. 5. Homes in floodplains. While Strathmore isn't sitting right on a major river like Calgary, that doesn't mean flooding isn't a risk. Overland flooding has impacted parts of the town that didn't expect it in the past. Basements, sump systems, and grading all play a role. Flood risk doesn't just damage property, it also affects insurance costs. If the home is in a designated high-risk flood zone, monthly premiums can climb much higher than the average. Always check Strathmore's flood awareness maps before making an offer. And when touring a property, specifically about waterproofing sump pumps and whether the basement has ever taken on water. Finally, let's talk market trends. Strathmore has experienced both hot markets and cool down phase. One common issue is a small towns, its oversupply. When a new development drops dozens of nearly identical homes or condos on the market at once, while that might be an attractive for affordability now, it can mean your property won't appreciate as quickly and reselling could take a lot longer. For neighborhoods where supply and demand are balanced and where homes don't sit too long without offers. The key takeaway, buying a home in Strathmore isn't about finding some mythical perfect house with zero risk. It's about knowing what to look for and what to avoid, and how to plan around risks that do exist. If you check future development maps, investigate zoning, get stronger inspections for weather resistant or plumbing, and double check your flood risk, you'll be in a much better position to protect your money and your peace of mind. Strathmore offers what so many buyers are after: more space, a family-friendly community, affordable options compared to Calgary, and a small town spirit that's growing year by year. Just go in with eyes wide open and you'll find the right fit for both you and your lifestyle and your long-term investment. And don't forget, Strathmore does have a hospital.